Coucou Place, that was Marhaba habibetey. While 2017 has been off to a bumpy start, when it comes to reading, my eyes look really red. Anyways, when it comes to reading, it has been a good start of the year for reading. I've been posting a couple pictures of books I've been reading, and some of you asked me to fill you in on them, so I thought I would do that. The first book I'm looking at my phone because I had to return the book to the library. There were too many holds on it, but I have a picture of the front of it that I wanted to show you so we could talk about it. This is the one that I think the most people were like, ooh, please tell us what you think when you're done. I'm going to show you the cover as opposed to reading the title because it's a little bit scandalous. If my internet will ever load in this corner of the house. Yeah. So, it's called That. And it's by Michael Bennett and Sarah Bennett, so they're a father-daughter team, and I thought it was a perfect way to start off the year reading wise. So the way that it's structured, there are different chapters in it, and each one deals with it's like F feelings, F commitment, F relationships, F blah blah blah, in each chapter. I get really weird about swearing. Like, I don't swear very often. It has to be like in the heat of the moment and feel organic. It does not feel organic right now, so that's why I'm not like trying to censor myself. I just, in my real life, swearing does not come naturally to me. Anyways, why am I off on a tangent? That's the way it's organized. I will say that like 80% of it is kind of common sense. Sometimes you need to read things that are common sense. They just like, it'll be that thing like all your life. I don't know, this happens with like advice my mom gives me. All my life I've heard it, and then something happens or someone says something and it clicks. So I do like reading books sometimes that are common sense. I liked it, I didn't love it, I guess. I went into it, the introduction is witty and strong and well written. And then the chapters kind of, it all follows like the same structure where they give you like 3 different experiences, like almost like a dear ant alley or a dear ant, you know, the columns, there's an ant something that I'm thinking of. You guys know like the help columns. So it gives you like 3 little stories, and then they kind of like autopsy them and say, well, what's unhealthy or unrealistic about what you're trying to achieve with those things, and then want to give you like an alternate way of looking at them. The basic message in the story is that life is messy, life is not perfect, and chasing those things will make you feel frustrated and angry and sad all the time. So let go, say F it, things are gonna be messy, and communicate to one another and have kind of healthier expectations. That's kind of the gist of it. So it was a fun enough read, but it wasn't anything earth-shattering. Anyways, the other 2 books that I read were both Harry Potter related. I went to see the Cursed Child in November, and then I put these, and I also saw Fantastic Beasts in November, and I put both of these on hold in November, but they only came in January from the library because so many other people wanted to read them. So I read these both. I read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them on the plane, and I remember it being like a little, you know, those things that you could order off Scholastics when you were a kid, and it wasn't really a book. It was like you were supposed to think that you were reading the book that Harry and Ron and Hermione read. That's what I thought it was. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's actually a novel that's based on the movie. It's not. It's supposed to be like you're reading the book that Harry and Hermione and Ron read. And it was done for, like, it was written for so that the proceeds could go to comic relief, basically. It's cute. It's got all kinds of little notes in it, which make you feel like Harry and Hermione and Ron are writing to each other, like throughout the book, and little like doodles and stuff. It's a cute, quick read, and I enjoyed it on a very like serious airplane ride for a business trip. Everyone else was around me is like in their suits and their Blackberries, and I'm reading Fantastic Beasts because I'm cool like that. I wanted to say roll like that, and then I went with cool. Anyways, and then I read it's not the screenplay, it's the script, I guess. Yeah, rehearsal script for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I will say that I am super grateful that I saw the play and then read the script. The script falls a little flat, and I know some of you that are hardcore Harry Potter fans are going to be upset by me saying that, but just like makeup, literature is subjective. And so we can all like different things and still be friends. The play is just really strong. And the reason why it's so strong is A, the actors were brilliantly cast. And B, the effect. I'm trying not to give away too much if you haven't seen it, or if you're planning to go see it and you don't want anyone to spoil anything. But then the visual effects that you can achieve with a really high production value, well thought out play is different than when you can see in stage directions written on a page, right? I actually think that some of the things they do on stage aren't written on the page, which is part of the magic and the joy of getting to see it spoiler free, right? But when you read it, you don't get that, right? So I think it's for anyone that's a hardcore fan, for anyone that sees the play, it's a nice accompanying text. But theater is theater and it's meant to be experienced. So it lost some of the magic in that way. Anyways, I hate saying that because I know how hard it is to get tickets and how hard it is to be in London to get to watch the show. But if you can and if you're able to, I think you'll really enjoy it. In the meantime, read the script, but know that try to exert your muscle of creativity and imagination to really experience the full grasp of what they're trying to do with it. So those are the three books that are in January. I finished reading one today, and today is like February 3rd, 4th. What are we? 4th. So I'm going to sneak this one in case I don't do a what I read in February video. But I read Love Warrior by Glennon Doyle Melton. This is the first book in a long time that I cracked open, sat down, and didn't get up off the couch till I finished reading it. I didn't want to think it was worth all the hype. I didn't, but it was so good. There are parts in the book where I roll my eyes and I go, come on, like, just get it together. Like, you look sometimes, I think, I even look at myself sometimes and I go, your first world problems, just you're fine, you're okay. Like, don't take it to heart so much. And there are parts in the book where I felt like that, but there were parts that just resonated so strongly and invoked such a message of peace and self-love and positivity and strength. And I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been so hooked with a read. Her writing style is also like just really, really well done. And so if any of you have been put off by it, I would say give it a chance. It's a really lovely read, and I don't know, I highly recommend it. The one thing that's weird about my copy, I got it from the library. Usually, here, let's see if I can get this close so I can show you. So the library usually has which branch it comes from on it. This one just says warehouse. Why? Which books do we store in the warehouse? Like the lonely loser books that no one wants to read? I mean, I don't think that's the case because there's a bunch of holes on this one. So obviously it's not a loser book, but I'd never seen that before in my years and years taking things out from my library. I'd never seen that. So anyways, I feel like I talked super, super quick. If I lost you anywhere and you need me to clarify anything, let me know down below. Otherwise, please let me know what you guys have been reading. My next book that I have put my bookmark in, which means it's the next one to get started, is Lauren Graham's, I think it's a Learning to Talk Fast. Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls, she just wrote like a kind of an autobiography-ish. So that's my next one to read. But yeah, leave me all your recommendations. I love to collect those as well. I'm gonna do some quick points of positivity and then I will be done. My first is a balloon. Wait, I have it on my Snapchat. I will show you. That my sister bought me today because she knew I was having just a weird day. That's this guy right here. I don't know if you can even see him, but he's super cute. Anyways, he definitely made my morning. The second is some pizza that we had for lunch, which was super yummy. And the third is like, I've just been having a not super fun experience with these eyeshadows. But I sat down, filmed a video, got out all that negativity, and we are moving forward. So I feel like I'm back towards the positivity and the light, and that is making me smile. Anyways, that is it for me today. Please let me know what's making you guys smile. I will talk to you soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.